So do you guys all know why you're here? Yeah. This is the Kill la Kill panel, Hinoji Academy Orientation Day! It's too early for all of you, isn't it? Okay, so this is kind of like going to be a step-by-step panel. How many of you guys know what Kill la Kill is? How many of you are here for the introduction part? Woo! There's 2 of you. I'm proud of you. 3? 3. Cool. I'm proud of you guys for showing up. So kind of what we're going to do is we'll do a quick introduction for our 3 people who don't know what it is. And, you know, if anyone can explain the plot, that'd be great.
I don't know if that's possible.
Down with capitalism.
Other than that, we'll go into discussion for the actual series. And then if you guys have seen the OVA, we'll talk about that. If you guys haven't seen the OVA, I'm not going to stop talking about it for you. Because I just can't believe it was 25 minutes of Ryoko and Mako kissing, am I right? And after that, or before that, depending on how many of you have seen the OVA, we have prizes and stuff for like trivia questions, ranging from the full soundtrack to cute little phone charms and Nui's eye.
What?
Nui's actual eye. I have it in my hand. But so unless you guys want to like need like a booster of like jumping up and down and like we did in class to get you guys pepped up for the morning time, we can get started.
1, 2, inside, outside, inside, 3.
Something we did in our band class.
So we'll start with thank you. So we'll start with introduction for the 2 people who don't know. Kill la Kill is a series about clothing trying to take over the world.
Pretty much.
Do you have any questions?
It's also about aliens and why capitalism is going to kill the world.
It's really kind of hard to explain it without there being a lot of spoilers involved, which is kind of the problem. Basically, in short, this woman right here, my girlfriend, is trying to find out who killed her father. So to go, she goes to this Hinoji Academy ruled by bitch-faced McGee. I mean, lady bitch.
Don't
to
insult
find
Satsuki-sama.
answers. And in her search, she finds magical clothing to help her find the search. And that's kind of the basic summary. And she, you know, deals with the struggles of an average high school student trying to find out who killed her dad and defeating people and dating me. So that's the basic plot. Does anybody have anything to add to this? Go. Yeah, that's about right.
Lots of naked people and glowing nipples.
Yep.
So it's a pretty good series, and I highly suggest you watch it. Now, if you guys don't want spoilers, I suggest you leave, because we're going to go into spoilery stuff. Like, how about that one guy died that one time doing the thing? It hurts so much. So, I'll count to 5 so you guys can run.
It was pretty hardcore.
1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 5.
So you guys aren't scared of spoilers. Great. Okay, so we're going to open up discussion really fast, and we're going to start with the basic, like, most spoilery part. What do you guys think of the ending? The first person to say it was just like Sonic Adventure 2 Battle gets kicked out of the panel. Does anybody have any thoughts on the ending? Thinks they could have ended it better? Think, like, the death that happened at the end, like, shouldn't have or wasn't worth it? Go.
I just feel like the ending, it was necessary, but at the same time it wasn't necessary. I don't think. Because I think the death of that guy at the end...
Senketsu.
Yeah.
It's spoiled for you all. Senketsu's dead.
Oh no!
Perfect.
Use her clothes.
Yep.
Her clothing dies.
I just felt like it was necessary, but at the same time not necessary. But I liked how she was falling from the sky and all the naked people just got her.
I think something interesting about that scene I want to bring up real quick. If you guys ever go back to rewatch it, all you've got to do is like watch them trying to catch her and see all the girls like, you know, more concerned about Ryoko than anything. But then you see the guys and how they're standing. If they're standing like this just so their dicks don't touch each other. Just perfectly like at an angle to where they're not rubbing against each other.
As someone who was there, I can confirm that.
There was no homo there.
No.
I assure you. This is a straight show.
I mean, Gamagori was getting pretty touchy-feely, but...
which is something like I think was a great catch of humor towards the end after Senketsu dies especially. There's spoilers here for the people who just walked in and are like, oh my god, he's dead! I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. Go.
I'd like to point out the fact that she's falling from space. So, like, how does that work? Shouldn't she have died from asphyxiation?
Have you watched the show?
She's made of life fibers.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta remember she's an alien from space. She's made of life fibers, so she probably, maybe just her nose is made of like life fibers so she can breathe in not space air.
I just want to remind you of episode 1. Just remember episode 1.
Or her clothes ate her.
Yeah, like there's just like, you gotta remember what series you're watching and the continuity of, is there air in space? No, but I'm in it. Like,
If you could take a bite out of a lemon, I think you can fall from space.
Okay, in her defense, lemon stays pretty good.
She can do
what's
it.
wrong with you?
A lot.
It's because you eat one whole. Hey, this is the main character, by the way. She's so badass, she just took a bite into a goddamn lemon. It really sets you up for the show, and I feel like they couldn't have introduced Ryoko like any better.
What if she took 2 bites out of a lemon?
Oh shit.
What if
Watch out, right now.
so real?
Ooh-hoo.
She just starts juggling lemons, and like they just fall into her mouth as she's juggling them. I'm trying to think of other conversation. Okay. I think like something very important in the series is the plot twist. Everyone cover their ears who don't want to hear a plot twist. Where Satsuki, what turned out she was good all along. And like, I feel like it's something that could have been predictable, but also was very hidden. And it was something you kind of have to watch the series over to go, I can see the hints now. What did you guys think of finding out that Satsuki was actually the good guy all along and has been using this academy to destroy her own mother? Go.
Straight up just introduction of the mother.
Like, what do you mean? Like,
She looks evil beyond all hell.
I don't trust a girl with glowing hair.
Do not trust that rainbow.
I saw you.
Rainbow ass hair.
I think it was the fact that she, when she was, when Ryuko was fighting the courier, and Satsuki stepped in and was trying to protect her, that was like a sign to me, like.
See, to me, when I saw that sign personally, I thought it was just Satsuki going, this chick's gonna fuck us up. Oh, they're swearing here. This is technically a 13 to 16 plus panel, so there's gonna be swearing. But I'm pretty sure I saw Satsuki as going like, this girl's gonna mess us up. Like, cause I just immediately saw Satsuki as evil. So, like, I don't know, I can see where you're coming from. I didn't even like consider that though.
Yeah, that was like when I was like,
You.
Radio had a better theme song. They must be eliminated. You must have the best theme song.
You try.
I draw.
Yeah, no, BloomyCons is great, and oh, that's something. Thank you for mentioning that. Like I said, we're giving away the 2 soundtracks when we do trivia questions. One of these has 2 bonus tracks on it. It'll be for, you guys can choose it when you pick it up. What it is, like it has the soundtrack, has the first and second, has all the openings and the endings. But this one has Blumenkranz, except it's kazoo. And the first ending, except the lyrics are replaced by Smash Mouth's All Star. Now I know what you're thinking. Why would I want that? But you gotta admit, now you guys are all curious that you want to hear it. So you guys are gonna want to really try for the blue one. I saw that you're still raising your hand, and I'm proud of you. You go.
Okay, so I was expecting Satsuki to like become good, but the fact that she was good all along, that's what caught me off guard. Like, yeah, I knew like at the end Ryuko and Satsuki were gonna team up. I mean, that was kind of obvious in episode 1.
Yeah.
I think during the middle she was more neutral because, you know, she did everything to beat her mom, but it was more of a personal vendetta, not like, gotta save all the people, just gotta stop this evil force. They did some pretty messed up to the students in the first season earlier.
I can see where you're coming from with that, because that could be displayed as 2 things. It could be displayed as Gamagori keeping the image, because Gamagori does great work, don't you, bro?
Of course.
So it could be him trying to keep up the image, but at the same time, I can see it where it's just like, it's not her going, oh, I need to save these people. It's her going, I want to kill my own mother. Like, so I see where you're coming from with the neutrality part. You go again.
The one thing is, I feel about Shuto, I find trouble letting any of the characters besides, actually good, with the exception of, lovely Mako. Most other characters are neutral at best, because, like, if you look at their main character, a revenged, obsessed, violent person, Satsuki, a damn the small people if it gets our goals, and then you can't really deny that the mom is pure evil. So I really don't feel any of them are good, merely different shades of gray.
I like that a lot. Good job on that one.
The question is, how many shades of gray are there?
50.
At least 50. Okay, so now that joke's out of the way, so you can't make it anymore. You've been like half holding your hand up, so you can go ahead, sweetie.
Adding to like the neutrality part, I think that's what I really liked about the Kill la Kill characters in general, is that in other shows that I've watched, the characters are pretty much one-sided, like, oh, they're on this side, on that side, but the characters in Kill la Kill are very neutral, and they're kind of, I don't know, relatable, because they can be selfish in some ways, and they have, more humanistic traits than in other shows that I've seen, where it's, just like, it's like the magical girl trying to save the universe because she's good and that's what she does.
Right.
But, that's what I really liked about it.
I actually one time saw Kill la Kill specified as a magical girl anime, and I think I laughed for 30 straight minutes. Because, like, if you think about it, if you replace magical with alien, they're not wrong. Because there's the super cool transformation sequences, there's saving the world, fighting evil by daylight, stuff like that. And I think that's something very interesting about Kill la Kill too. Go ahead, and then we'll switch topics.
You said the joke about Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, Sonic Adventure 2, but the characters actually fit. Like, I mean, Satsuki is totally Shadow. Let's be serious here.
She said no.
Ryuko's, actually, if you're going by that logic, this is Shadow the Hedgehog. That's Sonic. Gotta go fast.
Well, I mean, the color schemes match up.
Okay, we're going to talk about this for 20 seconds. If you compare it to Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, yes, this would be Shadow, because the color scheme, turning golden red at the end when she bonds with Senketsu intensely, and then plummeting to the earth and Senketsu dying. That's all Shadow. Satsuki's blue, therefore she's Sonic.
Only reason. So much logic.
And then the other thing was the moon, like, being the weapon at the end of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and then there's the satellite with the light fiber.
Yeah.
So, yes, it's very similar to Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
There's like 5 whole points that it's similar at.
So, but it's still a good ending. And I've had people be like, well, I've seen this ending before, and I just try not to remind them it was in a Sonic game. Okay, another topic for discussion. Do you guys have anything? We're not discussing Nana, she's boring.
So, kiddo, you want to go, little one?
I guess that can be something we can discuss.
Okay,
What did you guys think?
Classical music all the time.
What did you guys think of the Elite Four themselves? I saw you first.
Category for life.
Amen.
No one was my favorite, and I'm offended.
Thank you, my dear. I'm signing autographs after this.
I like them. They all were more fleshed out than I expected of them. Although I felt Na was the weakest of the 4.
Take that.
Sir.
See, that's where I want to fight you a little, because I felt Huko was not fleshed out at all. He just went computers and was kind of done. Like, oh, I hacked a corporation once, and that was kind of his backstory. They had been friends since childbirth, as far as we were aware. Like, their friendship outlived the monkey on her head.
Aww, don't say that.
Monkey's dead. Most tragic death in Kill la Kill.
I'm still waiting for the Kill la Kill Pokemon crossover, because they're already the Elite Four. So can you have a neutral Pokemon trainer?
Selecting different life fibers.
Someone write it, please.
There it is.
Writing down fan fiction right now.
Okay, somebody get out the laptop and just write this together.
It already happened.
Perfect. Go.
I think in terms of character development, the one who had the best was Gamagori, since he has a good arc. Then he has a good arc. Nanan had an okay arc.
No one
She
cared
kind
about
of
you.
stayed the same, but Luna just had nothing. He's just computers every day, all the time, every day.
He's us. Like.
I think he's the realest one out of the Elite Four.
I relate to him the best.
Yeah.
Okay, being real, if you had that much time to spend on your computer all the time, what would you be doing?
Hacking a secret organization.
Practicing my gymnastics so I can type on my own ass.
Why did he need so many keyboards? How could he even see what he was typing?
Well, I mean, there's legitimate classes you can take to where you can learn how to type on a keyboard. Like,
I want to type
imagine
on
the idea of like, you know how people are like, oh, don't see me singing in the shower, of Hookah practicing trying to reach all of his compartments and typing like to bad music in the background. Dancing queen, dancing like 17. That type of a deal.
I see it.
Oh, in case you have questions or any ideas, you're part of this panel too, and I love you. Do you guys have any questions for discussion? Do you? You guys amaze me. Do you guys have any like intense questions or something you're like, I need to talk about this right now? You're raising your hand, so let's go.
Well, I felt like it was interesting that each of the Elite Fours, like, Kuko uniforms got less and less clothing, just like closer to Ryuko, because they got more and more powerful. So it was just like with Ryuko and Satsuki, where they had just less clothing on because they felt more comfortable in their outfits and they were more powerful because of it. So that was interesting.
Something that we were discussing actually earlier that we were kind of considering using to sum up the show. The less clothing you're wearing, the more powerful you are.
That's true.
I mean, that goes for real.
This is true.
Where do you guys think each of your characters would shop for their underwear?
Dick's Sporting Goods.
I mean, Mako's poor.
No way.
But she's really cute, so I can imagine she like gets the free panty coupons that Victoria's Secret like gives out and hoards tons of them at a time, or she just goes to Target for her stuff and gets like the most kitty-ish like underwear she can find.
I go to Macy's.
I mean, as far as we know, Ryuko only has one pair of underwear, so.
I think that's something interesting about Ryoko, and that's really upsetting that it's kind of interesting about Ryoko, is if you look at certain shots, she is wearing underwear. If you look at other shots, she's not wearing underwear, which actually kind of implies she's totally an exhibitionist.
I thought that was like the whole point of the show.
Which is just, oh god, the art style is amazing. What else is there? Kill la Kill is an interesting show, we swear. You?
It said how Nudist Beach was super cool in the beginning, and then they're just there.
I still can't understand the mix.
To be honest, I kind of compared them to that one friend you meet in high school who you think he's all the shit when you first meet him, and then you realize he's that guy who like eats peas with a gigantic spoon or something. I was gonna think of a better analogy, but I couldn't.
Well, I mean, they're lame to begin with, but they're coolly lame, like, if that makes sense. Like, oh man, your nipples glow. Is that it? Yeah. Like,
I mean, jump blows too.
well, actually, that's going to be something interesting I'm going to bring up now. What do you guys think about the fan service? And in there, the lack thereof, the attention brought to the males compared to the females. The fact that the males have nipples and the females literally don't. All kinds of cool stuff. What do you guys think? I saw you first if you wanted to still talk. No? Got it. You.
I felt like it was a lot of satire because they were playing off the fact where a lot of those animes have the fan servicey episodes, and so Kill la Kill was just full of it, just full of the ridiculousness. So I felt like it was actually satirical in the way that they did all their fan servicey stuff.
It's when I first started watching Kill la Kill, of course, because I don't usually watch fan servicey shows because I'm like, okay,